In the vibrant heart of Al-Andalus, a city where ancient minarets pierced the azure sky and bustling souks hummed with life, lived a young scholar named Omar. His eyes, keen and inquisitive, often scanned the worn pages of ancient texts, seeking wisdom that transcended mere words. Omar was not content with superficial understanding. He yearned to grasp the intricate tapestry of Islamic life, how its economic principles intertwined with the sanctity of family, and how both shaped the broader social fabric. He believed that true faith manifested not just in ritual, but in the harmonious functioning of these systems, guided by divine principles. Omar's quest, however, was fraught with intellectual challenges. The world around him was evolving rapidly. New trade routes brought unfamiliar goods and ideas, challenging traditional economic models. Families, once tightly knit within their immediate communities, now faced the allure of distant opportunities, sometimes at the cost of familial bonds. Social structures, once clearly defined by tribal and religious affiliations, were becoming more fluid, leading to questions of identity and belonging. He spent countless hours in the Grand Library, poring over treatises on fiqh, economics, and social ethics. Yet he found himself wrestling with a persistent dissonance. The ancient texts, while profound, often felt distant from the immediate complexities of his contemporary society. How could the timeless wisdom of the Quran and Sunnah be practically applied to the burgeoning challenges of a globalizing world? He engaged in fervent debates with elder scholars, who often emphasized strict adherence to established interpretations, leaving Omar feeling that a deeper, more integrated understanding was still eluding him. His nights were often sleepless, filled with the weight of these unanswered questions, a quiet torment for a soul dedicated to truth. One sweltering afternoon, while meticulously cataloging a newly acquired collection of forgotten scrolls from a remote desert monastery, Omar stumbled upon a peculiar, leather-bound manuscript. Its pages, brittle with age, bore no familiar title or author. Intrigued, he carefully unrolled it. The script was an archaic form of Arabic, demanding intense concentration, but as he deciphered the opening lines, a shiver of excitement ran down his spine. This was no ordinary theological treatise. It was a detailed exposition on the system of balance, a forgotten framework that meticulously outlined the symbiotic relationship between wealth generation, familial responsibility, and communal welfare, all rooted in the core tenets of Tawhid, oneness of God, and Adl, justice. The manuscript spoke of a time when communities thrived not by individual accumulation, but by collective prosperity, where every economic transaction was viewed through the lens of social benefit, and every family unit was a cornerstone of communal strength, supported by a robust system of zakat and waqf. It described how economic activities were not merely about profit, but about fostering a virtuous cycle of giving and receiving, ensuring that no member of society was left behind. It detailed how family structures were not just biological units, but spiritual academies, instilling values of compassion, respect, and mutual support, extending beyond immediate kin to the wider community. Furthermore, it presented a vision of social cohesion, where diverse groups found unity and shared values, resolving disputes through consultation, shura, and upholding justice for all, regardless of status or wealth. The manuscript even contained intricate diagrams illustrating the flow of resources, knowledge, and compassion within this ideal society, a blueprint for a truly integrated Islamic civilization. This wasn't just theory, it was a practical guide, filled with examples of how these principles were once implemented, leading to periods of unprecedented peace and prosperity. Omar realized he had found not just a text, but a missing piece of history, a forgotten blueprint for a truly holistic and just society that resonated deeply with his own yearning for a more integrated understanding of faith and life. Armed with this profound discovery, Omar embarked on a new mission. He meticulously translated and annotated the manuscript, sharing its insights with his fellow scholars and the wider community. Initially, there was skepticism. Some dismissed it as utopian, others as a deviation from established thought. However, Omar, with his unwavering conviction and the compelling logic of the ancient text, patiently explained how the system of balance offered a path to reconcile modern challenges with timeless Islamic values. He organized public lectures, using the manuscript's principles to address contemporary issues like wealth, disparity, family breakdown, and social fragmentation. He demonstrated how zakat could be reimagined not just as charity, but as a dynamic tool for economic empowerment, fostering entrepreneurship and sustainable development within disadvantaged communities. He showed how the concept of waqf, or endowment, could be revitalized to fund education, healthcare, and infrastructure, creating enduring legacies for future generations. He emphasized the family's role as the primary incubator of moral values, advocating for policies that supported parental involvement and intergenerational learning. He spoke of the importance of community councils, inspired by the manuscript's Shura principles, to foster inclusive decision-making and resolve conflicts peacefully. Slowly, a transformation began. Merchants started forming cooperatives based on ethical profit sharing, ensuring fair wages and responsible sourcing. Families, inspired by the manuscript's emphasis on mutual support, established community kitchens and childcare networks. Social initiatives emerged, bridging divides and fostering a renewed sense of collective responsibility. Omar's discovery ignited a spiritual and intellectual renaissance in Al-Andalus, proving that the wisdom of the past, when understood holistically, held the key to building a more just, compassionate, and prosperous future. His journey, from a solitary scholar grappling with complex questions to a beacon of intellectual and spiritual renewal, became a testament to the enduring power of faith, wisdom, and the interconnectedness of all divine systems. The city, once merely bustling, now vibrated with a deeper sense of purpose, a living testament to the system of balance unveiled by Omar's unwavering quest.